Hello people on the internet, I am Deswolf and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm gonna be doing the first video of a series of 3 episodes. It is called Road to Ortega. Basically I'm gonna be showing 3 different methods on your way to learning the Ortega method for 2x2. Obviously the third method is Ortega itself. So now this method is the easiest way to solve a 2x2. So we could call it the beginner's method. For this method, there are literally no requirements, and yeah. So the first thing we want to do is solve the white side. When you solve the white side, keep in mind that our end result will want these edges to all align between each other. So if I can give you a few tips and tricks to do it, but the best thing is probably just to doodle around a bit with your 2x2 and see how it works yourself. But okay, let's start. The first thing to insert the pieces here is gonna be to have them on this layer. Now, they're not always gonna be on this layer. They may be either on top or in the layer of this one, but flipped incorrectly. Now, to remove a white piece on this layer, all you have to do is place it on an empty on top of an empty slot. Do a move this face, or if it's on this side, this face up, so that it now is on this layer. But obviously we want this piece to go back to its place. So what we're gonna do is move this front layer away, so that when we lower this piece, this piece doesn't go back to its original place. Now we have to insert it. To know where to put the piece, we have to look at the cube. Now obviously here I have this other white piece solved, but it is unimportant for now. For now we're gonna use our base white piece, like the one we're gonna use as our beginning, as kind of a waypoint. So we see here this white piece has red and green. We want this white piece to align with this piece. So here we see green, so we know this piece is gonna go here. I don't know if I don't know how clear I was on that, but it will become obvious the more you practice. To insert this piece here, the first thing you will probably try is to do this, but you're gonna notice it doesn't work. So how do you do it? Well, you can see that here it is directly, like it is under the spot it has to be. So what you can do is put this side up, then connect these two pieces, and then put this side back in place. And obviously we can see that it doesn't align here. That is because this white piece was already solved, and it's one that doesn't interest us. So we're probably just gonna move it later on. Now here our white piece is already in the layer that we need it to be. This will not always be the case, but for now we're gonna roll with it. So we're gonna do the same thing. We see that this piece has red and blue. Here we see orange. And this piece has no orange. So we know it won't go here, and by elimination it will have to go here. So we do the same thing again. We put this put this face up, insert the white piece so that the two reds connect, and lower the face back in place so these two connect again. And now we have the final piece. Right now, as you can see, this is the exact same thing as before. So you hire this, put this in place, and you lower this. But this is not always the case. You may sometimes have the piece here or the piece here. If the piece is here, I already demonstrated how to put it on this layer, but I'm yet to demonstrate if the piece is here, how to put it on this layer. So there are multiple ways, but the easiest way is to put this face up. So the face that has the white in front, like facing you, put this face up, rotate the front face so that it goes here, so that when you lower this, it will go on this layer. Because if it's here, it will just stay up, or here, it will just stay up. So you want to move this piece here, so that when you lower this, it will be on the layer we need, and then you just go ahead and put it in. Now we have your white face solved with all these connected. Moving on to the top layer, you're gonna have to learn one algorithm. This is one of two algorithms you will encounter in this method. The algorithm is as it follows: or u, or prime u, or u2, or prime. What this will do is move these yellow pieces around. You'll want to repeat this algorithm looking at different points of the cube until the yellow side is solved. Now obviously it's not random where you look at, and often, for example, when you see a what I call a diagonal, so when a yellow piece is down and there's another yellow piece diagonally up, this could also be in the other sense. This is when you know you have to look this side. So we do this again: or u, or prime u, or u2. When you have this case, when you have a case that doesn't have a diagonal, often what you'll want to do is try the algorithm, and if it switches the pieces, then it is the correct way to look at it. If instead you look at another direction, you do the algorithm, and it doesn't, and it, well, here in this case it changed, so that's kind of contradicts my point, but if you see you're not evolving too much, try and switch around the position you're looking at. All you notice that by doodling around with this algorithm and looking around in different faces, if you see nothing is happening, you'll eventually come up with the yellow face solved. Moving on to the final bit of this tutorial, which is solving the rest of the cube, you'll often have a third face solved. If this is not the case, stay till the end of the video where I'm gonna demonstrate what to do. This is gonna be the most complicated algorithm to learn, but trust me, it's not gonna take much. What you want is to have the third face that has just been solved down, the yellow face opposite to you, and the white face, which is the first face you solved, directly in front of you. What you'll want to do is this is the algorithm that follows: r prime u, r prime u2, d2, my mistake, r u prime, r prime d2, r2, and you align the pieces back into place. Congratulations, you have now solved the 2x2 Rubik's Cube. There's one more case you may encounter, which is this one, which once you completed your yellow side, you don't have a third face solved. What you do in this case is have any face down, doesn't matter which one. You look at the white face, the first one you solved, and you have the yellow face right behind you, and you do the same algorithm as before: r prime u, r prime d2, r u prime r prime d2, r2. This will give you your third solved face. Sometimes you may see your cube like this. All you have to do is align the faces, and you do the same algorithm again: r prime u, r prime d2, r u prime, r prime d2, r2, and align the pieces. Congratulations, you have now solved the 2x2. I have decided to show you a few example solves using this method. Note, at the end I also decided to include an ortega solve to show you what the end result once the series is over will look like. Enjoy.